We have team coverage beginning with Emily Smith. She's live for us on the west side. Emily?
Jessica and Dick, it wasn't a celebration, but a somber, melancholy day here, remembering those who died for our freedom. The Intrepid, once home away from home to tens of thousands of war veterans, becomes the backdrop every Memorial Day for those looking to pay respect to fallen heroes. It began with a wreath-laying ceremony. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio somberly tossing the first of many in the Hudson River.
It's a challenge to every one of us. Never take for granted that people have chosen to put on a uniform and risk their lives. And then ask yourself the question, what am I doing? What can I do for those who have served? What can I do for the families who lost a loved one in service?
Following the release of dozens of wreaths into the water, a flag unfurling. It's 100 feet of American flag unfolded by men and women in uniform. The carrier hosting today's event fought in World War II, surviving 5 kamikaze attacks and a torpedo strike. It later served in the Cold War, the Vietnam War, and as a NASA recovery vessel in the 1960s. U.S. Navy radio man First Class Bob Cassara is one of 50,000 men who served on board the Intrepid during the Cold War.
It took me a while, to be able to come back here. I mean, the ship became a museum, and it took me 5 years before I started really becoming active and volunteering.
Is it an emotional day?
Yes, sweetheart. You see these tears come down every day. It's gut-wrenching to know that the person that was standing next to you, interviewing you, all of a sudden doesn't have a head. And you're covered with that stuff, and you got to come back home and deal with it.
That is Stanley Wright, who fought in Vietnam from 1969 to 1971. He says he comes here every year. He says there's no place he'd rather spend Memorial Day than right here at the Intrepid. We're live on the west side. Emily Smith, CBS 2 News.
Emily, thank you.